good.
That's why it just exploded.
It'll be good if you have something around your neck and to be cast into the sea.
It's the
truth.
It's the truth.
That's true.
That would be real justice, Joshy.
It would be better for him to have a heavy millstone hung around his neck and to be drowned in the depths of the sea.
Amen to that. Now that's justice if you ask me. That's real justice.
Yep. That's God right there. He loves the children. We got to protect the children. We got to be a voice for the children. Pedophiles need to be arrested. Justice. In the name of
bullshit.
By Chase and Elkhorn Boulevard.
I was looking all over for you guys.
I was wondering where you were.
I was right here.
I mean, no, we saw you.
What's that?
You want to say something?
I kind of don't speak.
Oh.
I'm speaking to you guys because I was just wondering if this is it.
Yes, this is it. We saw you pass, and then I was like, is he coming back?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we here.
All right. All right.
yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Feel free to join us, brother.
So, sorry you guys, I'm Audra Morgan, I the Storm. We're here at the Save Our Children March here at Belmont. We're actually to the south side by the bathrooms on the boardwalk. And fortunately we didn't put it on the flyer like we should have. But I did post that this is where it is. So, you know, we were just kind of waiting. So I was waiting to go live because I was needing to find out where we were. And not be living a great Sabbath. It's time for us to keep talking about all of these things. They want to distract us with war, voting. You know, people think that, you know, they actually have a choice when it's an illusion of that. And until we kind of step outside the constructs that they have built up around us, we're not going to really be able to change stuff. So I encourage you guys, if you are, you know, wherever you're at, to join your march for the Save Our Children. And if you don't have one there, then create one. You can go to SaveOurChildrenWorldwide.com to see if there is one in your local area, and if there is, join them. If not, then create your own. So here we go.
America has been occupied by pedophiles. Your government is complicit in pedophilia, human trafficking, sex trafficking. And it's not a hoax, it's real. If your president calls it a hoax, it's because he's guilty.
He's a pedo.
He's a what?
He's a pedo.
A pedo what?
Pedo in command.
What else you got to say?
Well, it's just very unfortunate that all these fuckers run the world momentarily.
Running it into the ground.
Now people need to start waking up.
I wonder how long people are going to let that happen, because it's like, you know, at this point they're like allowing it.
They're all complicit in pedophilia. They kidnap children, they eat them, and they rape them.
I know, it's like until we change.
We don't need no permit. We got God's permission, buddy.
It's like, what are they going to do? You know, it's like, that's right. That's right. I mean, because for real, it's like, people are allowing all this stuff to happen, so it's like, at a certain point, are you going to go?
Shit about
right.
I'm so sorry. I hate to break it to you. Are you live?
Yes.
No editing.
Nope.
No filters.
Nope. Just pure, raw, unadulterated truth.
If anyone is against us being out,
But, you know, it's interesting because it's like at any point people can go, okay, well, we're tired of suffering and like having them take all our money and throw it in the trash and spend it on trafficking children and things like that. And it's like,
It's always when it hits the
why are we
direct-
still in
children
Texas?
are not for sale.
directly, and unfortunately, they don't really care about. Well, I'm not going to speak like they do care, but it's it's like when it hits their
God's children are not for sale.
Yes.
when they really care.
Well,
when
it already
when
is.
It affects their
It already
money.
is.
I know.
That's the thing. It's like, how much more does it
affects their
need to
money,
affect
and
your
then,
money?
oh yeah, it affects people too. Oh yeah. Oh, wait, what? Everything's connected. What? Oh my God.
There's got to be a voice for the ones that have no voice. The innocent. The little ones. Come on. We got to rise up in these times. We can't be silent.
Yeah, this guy walked by.
If
And I
we're
was like,
silent, then we're complicit. And we're
I took a
okay
picture.
with
I was
it.
like, that's
God
awesome.
says it
And
has
then,
nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them.
Where's Ray, man? He
I
said he
don't
was
see
gonna
the
be here.
president exposing anything. Instead, he's bombing everybody.
no, did you not see the?
We need to be exposing this crap and actually arresting people that are touching little kids and raping them and everything else. Real shit is going on.
We got the police, the San Diego Police
Not for
Department,
sale.
paying them a bunch of overtime to do this. You know what I mean? They got to make sure,
Release all files.
you
Arrest
know,
all
that too
pedophiles.
much truth isn't coming out. We'll see what.
Arrest all pedophiles.
We gotta protect the children about politics.
he
They're
doing?
all in on it. They're all trying to turn us against each other. Left, right, blue, red. So a bunch of.
Is he gonna get out? Is he gonna come over
Darkness
here?
against
Oh
light.
no, he's going to the bathroom.
It's the kingdom of darkness against the kingdom of light.
Parking lot.
And there's weirdos in the church too. There's weirdos in the pulpit. There's weirdos in politics. We gotta expose it. If you believe in God, you gotta expose it. We can't just go to church and not do anything about this kind of stuff. Because one day we're gonna stand before God and He's gonna ask us what we did. We're supposed to be the hands and the feet of Jesus. We're supposed to expose darkness and cover the kids.
No, I mean,
We gotta save the kids, man.
Government engagement.
They're not for sale. God's children are not for sale.
It's in your government, it's in entertainment, sports,
Say that.
it's everywhere. Your favorite celebrities are pedophiles.
All your favorite movies, all your favorite actors, all your favorite actresses, they're eating kids and they're getting away with it and they're raping them. It's horrible. And people ain't doing nothing about it.
Your favorite athletes,
Yeah, bro.
your favorite rappers, they're all pedophiles.
Lady Gaga, all those people, dude, they're wicked. Wickedness.
nobody cares. I'm so sad.
They're all a bunch of weirdos. Tom Hanks, all of them. Yep.
And don't forget, Agenda 2030 is almost here. We're 4 years away from that. That's another thing that's coming. If you don't pay attention and rise up now and resist, they're going to put us on 15-minute cities. You think you're going to be able to enjoy the beach like you are today? Hell no. They're going to want you to do this virtually from your TV or from one of those new gadgets that you put on your eyes so that you can enjoy the beach. Your freedom is going to be taken away if you don't pay attention. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like those things, you could probably have heard what Mark was saying about. Oh, maybe here he goes. Let's see. But as far as, you know, eating babies or different things, they get people to engage in all their satanic rituals by way of, you know, having people abort their babies and flush them into the toilet, and then that gets given back to us as clean water, they say, after they toxify it with a bunch of chemicals. And
Children, I know that sounds radical, so let me explain. It's become very profitable for them to, in fact, the more allegations they make against parents, the more they get paid. Even if they are not true, parents have less rights than a criminal in a court. Constitutionally, you have the right to due process. Well, to face your accusers openly in public, parents are not allowed to do that. There's gag orders. Also,
Good thing they're here,
the
right?
federal government, the Clintons, and I'm not right or left, it's not a right or left issue. The Clintons passed something around 1997 that made it so that the federal government would give unlimited funding through Medi-Cal for children that are taken away only when they're separated from their parents. That is a big incentive corporately for the hospitals, for the entire CPS group, and the courts. The parents don't have rights like even a murderer or a criminal would have. They don't get to face their accuser openly in court. They have gag orders, and they're threatened that their children will be taken away, and they do get taken away after 12 months usually. So they're afraid to even talk. It's just, you're wondering why you haven't heard of it. That's why. This needs to stop. CPS is trafficking children. You can call it inadvertent, but it is what it is, and obviously they know what they're doing. And that is that.
If you guys haven't heard of Troy Brewster, he's the one, look it up on YouTube, he's the one who rescued at least maybe 100,000 kids from pedophilia. 12,000. 12,000 kids have been rescued daily from pedophilia. And now it's up to us to do the same thing. Because if not now, when? It's not left, it's not right, it's not blue, it's not red. What they want to do is they want to keep us divided. They want to keep us fighting against each other. And that's not what we want. We want the empty files to be released. Immediately. Or we the people will rise up, or we the people will fight. Now, a lot of people ask me who is we the people. We the people. We the American people.
That only came out through a grand jury.
Right. It's stated in the Constitution. We the people. We the people. Like I said before, if it's not now, then it's when. When will we continue this fight? When will we continue? Yes, sir, we need to pass this down to our generation. To our kids. To their kids. To their kids. We will not be quiet. We will not be silent. We will continue to speak up, no matter what the cost. Even if we go to jail for this. Because this is our First Amendment right to peacefully protest. But yet, when we do it, we get in trouble for violating our First Amendment. But when other people do it, they don't get in trouble. They get a slap in the head, they get, oh, okay, cool, you know. Maybe at least a month in jail or a day in jail. While we get maybe, I don't know, let's be straight here. 4 years in prison for speaking our mind, for speaking up against what is right. My question to you is, are you mad enough? Are you pissed? Are you fuming in the head like I am, like we are? It's just blood boiling. Because artists And we will not stop this fight until every last pedophile goes to jail, until every last pedophile has no mercy. I mean, yes, we are supposed to have mercy, but we don't have mercy for pedophiles. None. None. Yeah, so people are walking back and forth.
CPS gets more money when allegations are made against parents, whether they're true or not. And they get more money when children are adopted out. That has to stop. That's a corporate incentive for trafficking. You need to see the documentary Never in America by Ryan Mata on YouTube. It documents all of this in detail.
San Diego, you are not angry enough. The Epstein files were released 5 months ago and not one arrest has been made. These perpetrators, these demons are still walking free. They're still receiving awards at the EPSPs, and they're still receiving sports awards and championships. Nobody is being brought to justice. Your president lied to you and told you that this would come to an end, and it has not. When will it stop?
You want to hold this for me so I can go say some things?
Oh, you want me
Will
to
you hold it? It
Oh, yeah.
live, so will
Okay.
you come over
How you want me to
kind
do
of
it?
towards the center, like
Yeah.
just kind of keep it, like you can move around or
Okay.
whatever, but
Okay.
kind of keep everything in the, like that.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to stand over here. Yeah.
I don't know. You're the professional.
Well, it's going to be real
Okay.
uncomfortable.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're the professional.
Step back for a second. That's this. It'll probably blow that thing out. It's so loud.
Oh.
Step back.
I don't know.
Before the Clintons gave CPS federal funding through Medi-Cal, which is already going bankrupt, unlimited funding, I might add, there was not unlimited funding for children who were being taken away from their parents. And when the state of California did it, and the other states, they only did the most egregious cases. Now it's profitable for them to make allegations against parents, whether they're true or not. Even if they're not true, they get more money, and they get more money when children are adopted out. That has to end. That is a corporate incentive for child trafficking and taking your kids away. In a court where you don't have the right to face your accusers, like the Constitution says, in an open court. Literally, it's one judge, and he does gag orders on the parents, and they're not allowed to talk about it, and that's why you never hear about it. It's totally against the Constitution. A criminal literally has more rights than a parent in a child traffic court. It's got to stop. It's got to end. And it only happens in America because we're the only ones funding it. And it's bankrupting our already bankrupt Medi-Cal system that's profitable for the corporations.
Yeah, right.
San Diego is a huge human trafficking hub. They traffic children through CPS, which is run by Health and Human Services in the county of San Diego, but across the nation, that is run by RFK Jr. And he already admitted to the HHS trafficking the unaccompanied alien children that came across the border those children also went through the foster care system, that they manufacture cases with parents in order to take their children. The criteria changes along the way. When you have to take a child, you have to meet the criteria of showing that there is detriment, immediate detriment, so they will manufacture false reports and allegations in order to take the child. They will put them into foster care, and immediately they will go ahead and get your child's social security number so they can start to get funding from the Title IV funding through Social Security that goes to basically adopt children out. It's a very lucrative business. This came forward with ASPA, the Adoption and Safe Families Act, brought forward by the Clintons in 1997. And therefore, they have an incentive to rip a family apart and adopt them out to another family. The interesting thing they say is, as well, is that those children always want to go back home when they're 18. So they know that these children go and look for their families, though they say that they're, so when they're meeting the criteria to take your child, they'll say there's some kind of detriment. Then they'll put you into the services and programs that they have, telling you that if you complete these, you will get your children back. Though when you do complete them, they tell you that they just don't feel like you've learned anything, and so therefore it doesn't really matter what you did over the last, 12 to 15 months, because that is how long it takes to adopt a child out. Although if they are younger, it's a lot quicker. It can go from 3 to 6 months. Because you're funding child trafficking, and it should bother you. You're paying taxes that go to taking children and ripping them apart from their families. They actually go into the Epstein files. That's where those children come from.
Are you a pedo?
Is from CPS and foster care. It's a very lucrative business to take children.
Why you mad that we're out here? Being a voice for kids.
You can watch Never in America by Ryan Matta and learn exactly what our federal and local governments are doing with children. It is a very lucrative business. We fund it through Title IV funding. It happens in your local community through the county and through HHS, and then they have Child and Family Well-Being here in San Diego. It used to be Child Welfare Services. They actually had to rebrand it because of the children that have died that have been taken from their families and placed into foster care. One of them, Arabella McCormick, was 11 years old. She died at 48 pounds because she was being starved to death by her foster family, as well as beaten. In fact, the discovery in the case led to showing that there had been text messages that were going between the family members to see who could beat the children up the most, to egg each other on, to ensure that they would be kind of playing a game of abuse with these children. And unfortunately, Arabella McCormick died, and just recently there was a $30 million settlement that has gone to the family. There's also Delilah. She was 3 months old and 4 pounds when she died because she was being starved to death and should have been actually removed. So when there are cases of abuse, they tend not to do anything, but when there aren't, they will manufacture it so that they can put these children through the conveyor belt of child trafficking through CPS. And again, many of those children go into the trafficking of the Epstein files that has happened there, but across the world. This is going on in your local community. This is happening in the church. It is happening in the San Diego Police Department. It is happening in daycares. It's happening in the school. Anywhere there are children, even if it's an arcade, you should be making sure that you are not leaving your child unattended, because what could possibly happen is, who knows, someone might give them a coin to touch them. That is things that take place, and I understand that people don't want to talk about these things, but that's why they continue, is because nobody wants to talk about the atrocities that are happening with children that we are funding. If you think that your taxes are going to infrastructure and different things, you better believe that the San Diego City needs $5 billion just to take care of their storm infrastructure. So no matter what, the local and the state and the federal government are going to come after you for more money, because they are not good stewards of our money. They throw it away, put it in their pockets. They get kickbacks to make people homeless, to put people in diversion programs, to put people in jail, to take children, to abuse the elderly, to abuse animals. It is very atrocious, the things that we fund. And so until you start quit funding the government, that's the only way that these things are going to stop. Any vote that you make is not going to matter because this is from the top to the bottom. Why do you think the Epstein files have not fully been released and there have been no arrests? It's because the entire government has been occupied by a bunch of pedophiles who like to engage in satanic rituals with children. So this is Satan's playground, and until you understand that, you're not going to understand how such evil, atrocious things can happen and why we have to turn away and start changing the way that we each individually react to the things that are going on and stand in the gap for children who are unable to speak for themselves. If you want change, you better be the change. Until then, there will be no change.
Woo! That's right.
If you want to know more about what I'm talking about with CPS and the funding that comes from our local governments and the federal government, in fact, like I said, when there was an invasion happening on our border that everybody said it was secure, they were trafficking humans, that was all funded by us. Hundreds of thousands of children went missing. And you can go and watch Ryan Matta's documentaries, Never in America. You can also watch Tropics. These are very good educational documentaries that will inform you of where our funding, where our money is going and why they keep asking for more and more money from us, you guys. We've got to stop funding all of these nefarious agendas. We need to be making sure our communities can thrive, but right now they're just trying to survive, and until you guys make a change, it's going to get worse. It's up to us to turn away from all of this and say these constructs that you have put up around us are fictitious and false and made to enslave us. It's time for us to step out of that prison cell and walk into the light and say, not today, no more. We are not going to continue to fund your racket. It's all the way from the judicial system to the electoral, like everything. The legislator, I mean, Scott Wiener is in our legislature bringing forward bills that have to do sometimes with having sex with children.
Boo!
And consent, or saying that if you're only 10 years apart, that it's okay as long as that child consents. That is pedophilia. He is a minor attracted person, as they would call it. He is in our local government. And I'm wondering when that's going to bother people enough to say, why are we allowing this to happen? We don't have to allow it to happen. And again, if you want to go and see more about this, you can watch Never in America by Ryan Matta. You can go to YouTube, you can go to X and find Ryan Matta Media and share this and educate yourself on really where our funding is going, because CPS is not what they claim. They do not protect children. They do anything but that. It is very lucrative to take children, as I was saying. You meet criteria along the way. And if they want to terminate reunification, they'll have to make up some other reason. And so your case could start out with a domestic violence accusation and end up, when they want to adopt your children out, they'll tell you that there is no bond, that it won't really matter if your children never see you again because you're young enough to be adopted. You're adoptable. Somebody will take you and love you. And you know what? If you want to go back to your family when you're 18, you can do that. It is a business to put children through the system. It is a business to put the elderly through the system. It is a business to have the homeless industrial complex running like it does. You you can't get rid of the problem because there's no funding if you do. So you gotta manage the problems and you gotta create more of the problems so that you can get more funding. Because heck, when you show there's a need, the funding will come in. So start minding and paying attention to where your money is going. If you think Todd Gloria has cleaned up the homeless problem, all you gotta do is go downtown outside City Hall at the nighttime, and then by 6 a.m. or so, they've been cleaned up because it's an eyesore to see the people there suffering and just wanting to get into some kind of housing.
This is not left or right. This is not Republican or Democrat. This is good versus evil.
That's right. Woo!
The whole left and right illusion of choice is just another tactic of theirs to keep you divided and not focused on what they're really doing behind the scenes. Democrats, Republicans, they're all friends behind the scenes, and everything that you see on TV is just a big act. Behind the scenes, they sit back in their mansions and they laugh at you as you stay divided between Democrat and Republican, red and blue. It's all BS, and it's all just a distraction to keep you not focused on what's really going on, which is human trafficking.
Our babies are not for sale.
Our babies are not for sale. San Diego, you are not angry enough. Children are being trafficked as we speak. Politicians are involved. Athletes are involved. The elite of the world are involved in human trafficking. It's real. It's not a hoax.
If you're okay with this, you're okay with pedophilia. If you're not...
And as a man, if you're not pissed off about this, then you had too much soy milk growing up. Too much fluoride in your water. And it desensitized you. It feminized you into not being a warrior and wanting able to stand up for the children and defend women.
You guys are not mad enough in San Diego.
Release the files. Arrest all pedophiles.
Pedo lives do not matter.
God's children are not for sale. God's children are not for sale. God's children are not for sale.
God's children are not for sale.
Release the files. Arrest all pedophiles.
Pedophile lives do not matter. Pedophile lives do not matter. San Diego, you guys have to wake up.
The Epstein files, the redacted Epstein files were released 4 months ago, almost 5 months ago, and not one arrest has been made. Think about it. Why is the president covering up the Epstein files? I'll tell you why, because he's in them. He ran his campaign based on the fact that he would bring this all to justice. That he would bring all the pedophiles to justice, and he would end it, and he would end human trafficking, but it has not happened. And it does not look like it's going to happen. So it's going to take us, the people, we the people, to rise up and end this.
That's right.
You're not angry enough.
Pedophile has got to go. either a home or the prison. There's no and, if, or but about it. There are two places that a pedophile will go. Prison or death. In the Revolutionary War, just to say that says, give me liberty or give me death. I want liberty, but also I want death. Death to pedophiles. Let's get a rope and let's hang the pedophiles to a goddamn tree. There you go. My question is, are you mad yet? And I know the answer. No. No. You guys are not mad yet. What will it take for you to be mad at these pedophiles? What will it take? Another revolution? Another... No. No. We need to get mad. No. As these pedophiles. Because if we don't, then we are letting them win. This should anger you. That should anger you. The FD file should anger you. Are you angry? No. Why aren't you angry enough? It's because, I hate to say it, but are you one of them? Are you one of the pedophiles? That's why you're not angry? Is that why you're not mad? It's because you're being exposed too. You are being exposed too. And it does not matter if you're blue. It does not matter if you're red. It does not matter if you vote Trump. It does not matter if you vote Kamala. What matters is that we're being divided. Right now, as we speak. So, wake up. Excuse my language, but get your head out of your ass and talk about these things. Because one other way. Things is always the tip of the iceberg. We're gonna keep coming out. We're gonna keep fighting. And also what the Bible tells us is that you're either for us or you're against us. I would rather be for God than be for this crap. Some people, where are you at? Where are you at? Why are you asleep? Why are you not? Young people, we need you in this movement. We really do. Young people, teenagers, young boys are being trafficked as we speak. It's our First Amendment right to speak up about this. And we will not go quiet. We will continue to speak about this. We will continue to protest for this.
see the post about what
Everyone, not
Larry
be
Fink
quiet.
fears?
We want not be quiet.
See, let's see if he can.
And if Gordon wants to quiet about this, then you are the
Fears
problem.
that people are going to use the drones on the AI center.
Of course, because that's where he makes all his money, is collecting all our data, because BlackRock and Vanguard gets it through all the contracts because they own all the companies.
I like that idea.
They're crazy though. It's like everyone's all worried about like ALPR and stuff. I'm like, our data is going
Also,
to like the
just
people that
like-
run the
just
world.
like
Are you
my
cool with that?
brother
Like
said,
just being willingly given internally.
look up
Like they have
Never
to breach
in
the system.
America,
It's just in the system that they
which is
own.
a documentary
I've
on YouTube about CBS.
gathered, we have a chance here.
I haven't seen it
for
myself,
a
but
moratorium
I will.
against, data centers.
That's the bottom dollar that I will see it. I will watch it. And you'll expose every single thing
How they rule the world. You know,
that
they're going through their
going
one.
on.
Have a meeting about that this summer.
Children are not for sale.
I think your buddy Desmond is on board with not having them.
Right.
You know, on Epstein Island, they found a copper bull, a huge copper bull with a door on its chest. And in that door, what they would do is they would heat up that copper bull and they would feed babies to it. And this is real. This is not a lie. That is a sacrifice to Baal, to Satan. And that's what they're doing to children. And it is not a lie.
Like the 10 bullet points, you should play
This has been going on for years. This is a satanic cult that is running our country. Our country is ran by satanic pedophiles.
You can Bluetooth your phone to it.
And the way they get to do whatever they
That
want
would be awesome.
is they manipulate our politicians and they get them in compromised positions, doing things to little kids,
Yeah, that was a good
recording
idea.
them
Next time,
so that they can pass laws that benefit them. Groups like AIPAC that pretty much have infiltrated our government in Washington. Every politician, left or right, Democrat or Republican, is a member of AIPAC, and they're funded by AIPAC. So if it's an AIPAC-funded politician, you know he's going to be corrupt, and he's going to push for pedophilia, and they're not going to fight against it. So it's going to take we, the people, to rise up and fight against pedophilia. That's why we're here today. We are not left. We are not right. We are done with that. We are done with this Luciferian system. It's a beast system, and any politician that's still running under any of those flags is a part of it. And we're done with it. That's why we're here today. Because we are not going to stop fighting human trafficking and child trafficking.
He's now immune from.
It's time to wake up, people.
Audit.
I know you're enjoying your beautiful day. I wish I was out here doing the same thing with my daughters and my wife. But I have to be out here fighting for the children and bringing awareness to what's going on in the world, the reality of our world, that we are ruled by satanic pedophiles.
I think they made the deal that.
And it's in every city, every state, every town. It's all part of a beast system.
For Israel. And
Make sure to watch the YouTube movie Never in America, and you'll get informed there. You'll learn a lot of what we're talking about today. It's a documentary on YouTube, Never in America.
maybe even before that.
Release all files. Arrest all pedophiles.
Release the files. Arrest all pedophiles.
Release the files. Arrest all pedophiles.
Release the files. Arrest all pedophiles.
God's children are not for sale.
God's children are not for sale.
God's children are not for sale.
God's children are not for sale. San Diego, you're not angry enough. Pay attention to what's going on. Read the Epstein files. Go to the Department of Justice website and you'll see what's going on in there. It's all real. It's no longer a conspiracy theory. A few years ago, if you spoke about this stuff, it was just a conspiracy theory. But the files have proved that it's real. A satanic cult is running our country, is running the world.
children are not for sale.
God's children are not for sale.
Release the files. Arrest all pedophiles.
Oh yeah. You might be back at the border soon.
No, I need to go. I have a friend that said there's a lot of stuff going on. I actually was supposed to go this week, but it's like,
Greg, you might even want to try and get on Greg Bovino. He was in Trump's administration.
Most of the children that go missing around the world are American children. It's our children that are going missing. More than any other country in the world. It's here. They are after our children. They hate you. They hate us. They hate our children. So to them, it's nothing to sacrifice them. Mostly American children are the ones that go missing.
God's children are not for sale. Release the files. Arrest all pedophiles.
People need to see Never in America on YouTube for free. It's a documentary about CPS, trafficking children. Literally, I know that sounds radical, so let me make some points here. And this is shown in the film, Never in America on YouTube for free. Literally, they get more money for making allegations against parents, even if the allegations are not true. CPS gets more money for children being adopted out. It's profitable. Before 1997, when the Clintons made an act that gives unlimited funding through Medi-Cal to hospitals,
Adoption
children,
and Safe Families
for child,
Act.
For child care for kids that are adopted or separated from their parents. Before that, the states would only go after the most egregious cases because it wasn't profitable. Now it's a corporate, profitable business. And literally a criminal has more rights than a parent in a court, in a juvenile court, to take your kids away. That they put gag orders on the parents. That's why you guys haven't heard about what's going on. The parents are threatened with gag orders. With a single judge, constitutionally, a murderer or somebody committing a serious crime has a right to face their accuser. But parents don't get that right. That's why you haven't heard of what's going on. And the fact that it's profitable. You can see all this in the documentary. Not someone's opinion, a real documentary about a family, a good family having their kids taken away. And it's a miracle they got him back. Never in America by Ryan Mata on YouTube. It's free. Never in America. See the documentary. It'll prove the things I'm talking about. And this has to stop. It's become profitable for the CPS subsidiary corporation to make money taking your kids, whether the allegations are true or not. Unlimited funding at the hospitals. See Never in America by Ryan Mata.
The argument can also be made that these data centers
Don't
are
believe me?
already
See Never in
obsolete
America on YouTube.
because
A
they're going to be
documentary about CPS trafficking children.
downsizing
Or
and
profit.
shrinking. But we don't have the resources here for water and electricity that would be necessary.
We are the Save Our Children movement.
Right.
We are nationwide. If you want to find more information on us, if you'd like to join us, if you'd like to join the fight, look it up. We SaveOurChildrenWorldwide.com. That's our website. And also on Instagram, you can find us Save Our Children San Diego.
Yeah.
Save Our Children Update.
That'd be a good spot, though.
We're going to be doing these every month till more people wake up and we can really start a revolution.
I keep pressing it on accident.
Time to wake up, people. That's your wake-up
Wake
call.
up, wake up.
Our world is ran by a satanic cult of pedophiles. You need to pay attention to what's going on. The same CEO of the photography company that
God's
had
children
pictures
are
of
not
your
for sale.
was implicated in the Epstein files. And as soon as his name popped up, he resigned as CEO of the photography company. So the person that was in charge of taking pictures of your kid's school portrait was in the Epstein files. Think about it. That's how deep this runs. Time to wake up, America. Your children are in danger. The pedophiles, Epstein files are real. It is not a hoax. The whole hoax thing is just a distraction to get you to not think about it and not focus on it and to keep you divided. A democratic hoax is what he called it. That's a bunch of bullshit. Release the files. Arrest all pedophiles. Release the files. Arrest all pedophiles. Release the files. Arrest all pedophiles.
Are you going to hold my camera?
Sure.
God's children are not for sale. We're out here being a voice for the children. We gotta save the children. Release all files. Arrest all pedophiles. Wake up, people. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Release the files. Arrest all pedophiles. God's children are not for sale.
San Diego is a huge human trafficking hub. They traffic children through CPS, which is run by Health and Human Services Agency. The director of that here in San Diego is Elizabeth Hernandez. We also have Alfredo Guardado, who runs CFWB, Child and Family Wellbeing. The one who is running HHS is RFK Jr., and he already admitted to trafficking the children that came across the border unaccompanied. They'd have a nice little address taped or, fastened to their shirt so that the Border Patrol and the Office of Refugee Resettlement would know where to take these children, and these children were being taken to thousands of them to one location, but there's nothing to see there, no questionable acts. Nobody questioned why these children were showing up at our border unaccompanied at 2 years old, just going, this is where I need to go, I'm going to go to my sponsor. And so through FEMA funding, we sent these children who knows where. They have disappeared, and that's the problem. They're also disappearing when they get taken from their families through CPS. They also do it in family court and put the children with the abusive parent because it's a very lucrative business. We are funding this through Title IV funding. It also happens through Medicare when they go into the hospital. And so places like Rady Children's Hospital is engaged in this, helping remove children from their families by even just saying that there's a medical concern. If your child has some kind of bruise or something that they find questionable just because they fell, they could say that you have been abusing your child and take them. And then what they do is they put them into a foster family who could potentially abuse them more, and they have a chance of dying, like Arabella McCormick, who was 11 years old, and she was 48 pounds when she died. That's the size of a 5-year-old. And so she pretty much looked like a Shar-Pei puppy and was being abused by her foster family. In fact, again, in Discovery, they found that there were text messages being sent back and forth in the family talking about who was going to abuse the children the most and worse and what they were going to do, egging each other on to kind of like a game to see who could beat these children, starve them, give them one little Dixie cup of water, saying that they have stomach issues. It's interesting, CPS went and spoke to the children in front of the foster family, which obviously is not going to make them afraid, right? And so they say, well, yeah, we just give her this Dixie cup full of water because she's got stomach issues. I'm wondering if it was because she wasn't eating. Who knows? I mean, 48 pounds as an 11-year-old is pretty ridiculous. Or we have Delilah. She was 4 pounds at 3 months old, so she was being starved when she should be at least triple the weight. But that's okay. You know, we just wind up paying out settlements for those, like the $30 million that went to the McCormicks for the death of Arabella. And at that point in time, the agency, CFWB, had to get that name because child and family, or child well-being, needed to change because it had a stain on it once you have children dying in the system that you're not protecting. And so then, you know, with ASFA, that the Clintons brought forward in 1997, that put a fast track on these adoptions. So after 12 to 15 months, you better get those kids into another family using the Adoption and Safe Families Act, which brought in Title IV funding through Social Security. So we are funding the trafficking of these children. Many of them have ended up in the Epstein files. This is being, these children are being distributed throughout the United States. And, you know, you can sell these children over and over. It's a very, you know, again, lucrative business. It's not like drugs. You do the drugs and they're gone. It's like you can just keep selling that child, and then as soon as they get, you know, to the point where you can't abuse them anymore, then you can just sell their organs because a body parted out is about $3 million. And so that's interesting. Many of the children that came across the border were having their organs sold, you know, their eyes or whatever they just felt was going to bring in some money. And they're just disposable. So it's time for us to wake up and quit, you know, being silent about the things that are going on around us that we're funding. We need to quit paying our taxes that's funding this organized crime syndicate that is doing satanic rituals and funding their own, you know, pleasures off the backs and suffering of humanity. And it's up to us to change it. So if you guys just want to continue to go down this path, let's just keep doing what we're doing. But if you really want change, then you need to be the change. And until you're willing to be the change, there will be no change. So let's get busy changing the world around us, because it is very easy. The people in charge, as you can see, are running everybody into the ground, making you just trying to survive instead of thriving. They take billions and trillions of dollars of ours that people work very, very hard for, and what do? They just keep coming back to you for more. We need to raise your taxes. We need to charge you for more parking. We need to put your new trash fee on your house property taxes so that if you can't pay it, it's okay. We can take your house from you and then sell it for a pretty penny. So there is a huge problem with very nefarious people running things. And so no matter how you vote, it's not going to change it. That's an illusion of choice. They set that up just to make you think that it's left versus right. It's not red versus blue. It's the government versus you. And until you realize that, you're going to stay in the constructs that they have put up around you, thinking that you need to take the blue pill so that you can pay rent. So if you're ready to stop just surviving, then you got to be the change that you want to see.
Never in America.
Yep, exactly. And they're dividing us on purpose so that we can.
Never in America.
Stop hitting my point.
Watch Never in America on YouTube. It's Ryan Matta's documentary. You will see how CPS has been trafficking children. You can also watch Trafficked, which also talks about the unaccompanied alien children that also did go through foster care. So when you guys are ready to wake up, we'll be here. And we can go and we can change the world around us, you guys. It's that simple. It doesn't have to be this way, but if you just think it does, then you're going to act like this is an acceptable way to live. And it isn't. You shouldn't just be surviving. You should be thriving. And so again, if you want to be the change, if you want to see change, you need to be the change.
Yep, it's not red versus blue anymore. It's us against them. Or them against us. And we need to do whatever we can for the kids. So,
What happened?
What? Oh.
so we need to wake up, get involved if we can,
Let's take a picture.
Yeah.
Doing nothing. Doing this.
Yeah, do you want to say anything else or for us? Like,
Yeah, you guys, so this was our third Save Our Children March, San Diego. We came out here, we did it again. My friend Audra, like always, a true warrior, fighting from day one, never giving up. My boy Josh here and beautiful people that showed up today. Not a big group, but hey, it's all about showing up and not giving up. That's the main reason why we're out here. We're not here for numbers. We're here to wake people up, and today was a huge awakening. Lots of people walking by, lots of foot traffic. We have some haters, but we also have a lot of people supporting us. And we're gonna keep coming back every month. We're not giving up. We're gonna keep finding the Epstein files, keep exposing the truth. And I want you to do the same thing. Keep exposing your truth. Never give up and keep fighting. It's us versus them. Remember that. Agenda 2030 is almost here, so we gotta start planning for that too and start getting ready.
Amen, brother. Thank you. All right, you guys. Anybody else want to say something?
All right, before we head out, let's take a picture.
All right, you guys, we're going to close out today. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys enjoyed that and that you are able to join one in your local community, and if not, create one. Again, you can go to SaveOurChildrenWorldwide.com and find out where one is in your local community. And I just encourage you guys to keep speaking about the truth so that we can change the trajectory of things, because until we start accepting that this is our reality, nothing is going to change. And again, until we are the change, nothing will change. So God bless you guys. Save our children. I'm Eye of the Storm, Audra Morgan, and we will see you guys next month. Stay tuned for a post of the next date, and hope to see you. We're going to keep changing the location, and my hope is that maybe we can join with other communities, like and go to their city or county, and just kind of start moving around, but that way we can kind of unite together. Excuse me. And so God bless you guys. It's been a wonderful day. Let's keep going. This man stands alone by the freeways and holds this sign. It's a one-man show, and now we got to join with him, so it's great. And love you guys, and stay tuned. All right, it's never a dull moment in San Diego.